Welcome back. Well, shares of Nutrien have surged more than 10% in the last couple of days. This comes as Europe's fertilizer industry shrinks again as energy chaos in the continent continues. For his take on the subject, we're joined by Joel Jackson, Managing Director of Chemical and Fertilizer Analyst for BMO Capital Markets. Welcome, Joel. I guess first the big question, what's driving these fertilizer prices the most? I mean, we've seen what's going on in Europe. Is that still what's behind it?
Actually, we're only seeing fertilizer prices start to rise in the last few weeks. We've been actually in a low. Prices came down across Q2 seasonally, and we've been waiting for nitrogen price and other prices to start to rise. And literally only in the last couple of weeks have we seen that move. We've seen nitrogen prices rise about maybe 20% this week. So it's just happening. We've been watching European gas just rise week after week after week after week. It's $80, $90 now, and moving up marginal cost curves for products like fertilizer. Now we're seeing the commodity prices start to catch up. To your point, we're seeing European closures of nitrogen production, something every day. We're also seeing problems now with potentially for crop production. It's dry in Europe, it's dry in North America, it's dry in Brazil, and it's dry in China. So there's a couple legs to this trade right now.
Is that going to have an impact on fertilizer prices moving forward, all that drought and dryness we've been seeing?
I think what you're going to see is crop prices that are strong, and you're going to see marginal cost curves moving up. And yes, I think we're entering now a phase where fertilizer prices are going to rise. And just seasonally, you tend to see fertilizer prices, especially nitrogen, rise in Q4 and Q1. And we're getting into that period where prices typically rise.
Well, we pay a lot of attention to Nutrien. I'm here in Calgary where they're headquartered. I guess what's your outlook for them in the short and long term?
Look, short term, they're earning maybe 2.5 times kind of a mid-cycle EBITDA level, and this year, and they've been able to weather a little bit lower fertilizer prices the last few months. But yeah, you're seeing now over the short term an uptick now in fertilizer prices. Yes, North American gas prices are rising, but probably the impacts on marginal global cost curves are rising more. So it's a net benefit for a company like Nutrien. Certainly over time, you're going to expect commodity prices to come down. They come down over time, they go back. But we're probably facing a situation now where a lot of what's going on in the world is going to be, some of it's going to be sustainable. And we're probably going to be entering a world of higher highs and higher lows to where maybe there's going to be some upside pressure on mid-cycle levels to where, this company is going to be earning, higher earnings than anybody would have thought of, a year ago, 2 years ago.
Higher highs and lower lows sounds like a lot of volatility. I guess what's your view on Murray Asset Global?
Sorry, higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. Hope I said that right. Sorry.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Higher lows,
I guess the question, we've heard of Murray Asset Global Investments increasing its stake in shares in Nutrien. What are your thoughts on that?
Sorry, is that a fund?
Yeah, Global Investments.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, I'm not sure your question is. Funds increase and decrease positions all the time. So I'm not exactly sure your question. Sorry. Is that a particular mutual fund?
Oh, that's okay. You know what?
Hedge fund?
Yeah, we'll just keep going. I guess BMO's price target for Nutrien is 115.
It's a market. It's a market, right? Funds reduce positions, funds increase positions. Sorry, go ahead.
Fair enough. The price target from BMO on Nutrien is $115. The stock right now well above it. Do you think we're going to be moving up in that direction?
Our target price $115 US, and the stock price is about 101 right now. So we're the stock price is still below our target. What our stock price target is, our stock target price is factoring in is mid-cycle earnings levels, plus some consideration of the fact that we're earning, significantly above windfall, like we're earning windfall free cash flow the next couple of years or longer, as long as commodity prices stay above mid-cycle levels. So we do think you're going to see upside movement on these stock prices because, like Nutrien, because you're moving to a situation where mid-cycle levels are going higher, and also you need to factor in windfall free cash flow, billions of dollars of excess free cash flow they're going to earn above normal that they can put to buybacks, dividends, and growth projects.
Okay. I guess also besides Nutrien, what are your other favorite names in fertilizer right now?
Actually, our topic in fertilizer right now is CF Industries. It's a nitrogen pure play. I think what's going on in the world is much more positive for nitrogen than potash over the next bunch of months. So we'd be pecking order in the fertilizer beat would be CF and then Nutrien and then Mosaic, which is a US potash and phosphate player. We also really like Corteva, CTVA, that's the Dow-DuPont merger split, which does seeds and pesticides. We like that story over the next few years, really gaining share in the seeds market. has a growth project, a lot of growth projects, and a lot of internal self-help projects to improve their costs. The former Nutrien CEO is now the CEO of Corteva and has an investor day next month where they're going to roll out maybe some new cost initiatives.
We've been seeing a lot of these fertilizer companies just boosting their production, Nutrien being one of them. We also have the BHP one coming online, that Janssen project. I think that's coming up next year or two. What do you think at a certain point we're going to be oversupplied?
Not really. The Janssen project will start first production in about 4 to 5 years. It'll take a long time. And then the only real new capacity coming on other than Nutrien, which is sort of retrofitting 3 million tons of potash capacity already built. They need to add conveyor belts and people and mining machines that'll come on over the next few years. A lot of new capacity coming on will be in Russia and Belarus, where there's sanctions and some political issues, and not sure if they'll be able to get all the equipment and the parts and that they need to bring on those mines. So really, if we continue this geo-macro and war situation, we're going to be tight and we're going to be having a lot of problems. We're going to have less supply than we need for demand, and Janssen's a long time away still.
And I guess at the end of the day, it also really depends what's going on with Russia and Ukraine when we start looking at the global community and how things are moving or not moving right now.
Definitely on the nitrogen side, which is about a third of Nutrien, definitely Russia, Ukraine matters. On the potash side, it's mostly a Belarusian problem where there's specific non-war related issues or sanctions in Belarus that's really cost millions and millions of tons of supply. And until that Belarusian situation gets fixed, the market is missing potash.